for a minute that I think we're all thinking but not talking enough about, and that is the future of work. My name's Kurt Beavers, and I live here in Georgia, and I own an international franchise with the Juice Plus Company. And I'm married and have three kids, and I've been in this same dilemma that the rest of the world is in, and what we're coming out of this 2 years of pandemic. And I think we need to talk about it to process it a little bit. What is the future of work? I mean, what are we going to get back to? What's going to be maybe the new normal, a better normal, a worse normal? Where are we headed? Is work of the future going to be done at kitchen tables or conference tables? That's a simple way to ask the question with a dilemma that's going on right now. Elon Musk, the wealthiest man in the world, just sent emails to all of his employees that said, "You're welcome to work from home." I'm paraphrasing. You're welcome to work from home as long as that's in addition to the 40 hours per week you spend at the office. You know, here at our company, we're all about innovation, the great things we want to do, and it can't be done by phoning it in from home. The return of the great American workforce. Who knows? Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. I know how it feels in the observations that I'm making right now. What it feels like is, can you just in your mind for a minute think about returning from a long weekend, the most recent Memorial Day weekend. Maybe you spent the weekend at the lake with family, in the pool, in boats, playing golf, fishing, outdoor activities, maybe even at the beach. And all of a sudden it's Tuesday morning and you have to return to normal. Or maybe even make it longer, maybe a week's vacation with your family. And you have to come back that next week and return to normal. I even remember, like summer being over and school starting back as a child when I was in school, and that was a big transition. Well, guess what? The world's 2-year vacation is over. It has to end. So what does that look like for you? There are Wall Street Journal articles out there, Wall Street Journal articles out there that are saying that 6 out of 10 Americans believe the American dream doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of sad. It's real sad. Socialism is kind of set in our country. Trying not to get political in this conversation, but it's hard when you see inflation because of policies and things that are going on in our country. It's a mess. But the 2-year vacation is over. So what are you going to do? Did you stock up and change your wardrobe? Does your wardrobe now consist of pajamas and flip-flops? And you, over 6 months and a year, then 18 months and 2 years, you began to really believe in your own mind that this change was permanent. And you kind of began to like it. I know a lot of people, I feel like they weren't having the fun necessarily they had in college, but the life of no responsibilities because government or somebody else, or at least the media, was telling you that government was going to take care of your future. It wasn't. I mean, it's not a fun thing. It's very depressing if you think about it. And many people got COVID, and we had lockdowns and all the stuff that happened. It was a depressing 2 years, but the American people are responding as if they've been on vacation for 2 years. And they're wanting to salvage elements of that vacation as we return to work and the future of work. What this work looked like, what this last 2 years looked like, was working from home. I think the initial reaction was, don't tell me what to do. I need to be at my office because I've got to have an environment away from my kids and stuff so I can work productively. And people rejected being told what to do. Then they settled into, hey, this is pretty cool. They think I'm working, yet I'm really on Netflix with a cup of coffee in my pajamas. As long as I'm logged in, I can, fake it pretty well. But the sad thing is there's an exciting piece to working from home that was missed. You know, when Lori and I first got married, I went to Georgia Tech and got a great degree, and the idea was to get a great job. And then we got married and began to look at our family and our future. And the idea was to make a great life. And sometimes just getting a job didn't create that life. And what happened is we sought a business that would allow us to work from home. We wanted to make home our launching pad, not our cave. And during the last 2 years, people got a taste for that. Now, what does that mean? Well, they like it. I mean, I've heard stories recently of young, golden boy, golden girl employees with companies. That one example was one where there were thousands of employees, multiple manufacturing plants. This person was head of human resources, had an amazing job, was on a track to the top. It's back to work time. They said, no, thank you. I'm not going to experience a summer without being around with my kids. They ended their career and they're looking for a job to work 100% remotely from home. They put the word out on the street. That's what's happening. People got that taste. They decided what was important, and now they're going to protect that. There are jobs, guys, that are not going to be allowed to work from home forever. I mean, in that letter from Elon Musk, it was 40 hours per week in the office or you're terminated. And there are going to be more and more of those. We can only fake it for so long. Teams need to work together. There needs to be accountability. There needs to be the water cooler conversations to create the bond and the synergy that employees have at a business because they interact with each other. Even our business, work from home business. We have a business model of working from home, but we have events all around the country to create awareness, to let people know about our product. It's the number one whole food nutrition product in the world, the most researched nutrition product in the world. To let people know what we're doing, we're inspiring healthy living around the world. Those events create that interaction. And it's not a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday type environment, but it was the coming together of our peoples and our teams and the people that wanted to join us. And those events made a difference. And those are coming back. And you can see the energy and the, what's the right word? Just the excitement over things getting back to normal. But there's also a lot of pushback. People are wanting jobs that were not designed to be work from home jobs to be permanently work from home. Pay me. And it's not going to happen. Jobs are going to be lost, or people are going to return to work. And if they want to protect something that they value now, that work from home, time flexibility, the ability to create a financial rewarding income for their families in their own schedule and their own time, they're going to have to make some choices. So the future of work is going to be determined by each individual's choice, whether they want to make the conference room back to the way it used to be. I mean, I did it for a season of my life where I spent the better part of 15 hours a week commuting to and from an office just because of the traffic in Atlanta. And people have enjoyed not doing that, but that's come back. And now it's coming back at $5 a gallon gasoline. Crazy, huh? So does the future of work look like a conference room or a kitchen table? It's really going to be up to you. You don't suffer anything technologically by being at home. You got in your iPhone the computing power of what it took a whole floor in an office building to do 20 years ago. So you can do whatever you want. You just got to find the right vehicle to create your own future. What does your tomorrow look like? What do you want your tomorrow to look like? If you can see that and where you were 2 years ago in that computer cubicle and commute work type environment, if that's not what you want again, you got to make some changes. You got to find a vehicle that will allow you the flexibility to work from home, build your own business, but also provide the income you need. And it's got an on-ramp that's palatable to you. I mean, a lot of businesses are super expensive and high risk. So the future of work is what you decide it's going to be. But it's time, guys. Vacation's over. We've had a 2-year vacation. It's time to get back to work. It's time to get excited. It's time to be grateful for the country we live in, for the freedoms we have, and let's build something amazing together as we've had 2 years to vacate and rest and reflect and make some major decisions about what our future looks like. It's going to be fun, but I know it's time, and I'm excited about getting things back to normal.